What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? I'm still tired from the trip, my 1 week trip to Kelantan, Terengganu, and KL. Whew. We did so many things. I think I got, I think suddenly I was down with a flu and coughing. Day number 4, maybe. It was the day after we went snorkeling in Perhentian, and also after that, after a few hours rest, we were at the we went hiking. My first hiking in years. Okay, so I hate hiking, okay, just in case you didn't know. But yeah, but it was all right. That hill was pretty gentle, I guess. I did pretty well. But yeah, it was, I don't know, because I guess it was very hot when we were snorkeling, and I think at some point also I swallowed some salt water because my goggles and the snorkeling equipment wasn't like really put on very well, and I was worried about my phone. It was like, the casing and everything wasn't really good enough. So when water went inside of the phone casing and everything like that. I also had my not GoPro, I had my DJI. So yeah, DJI Pocket 2, and I managed to find the underwater casing, and I guess it took a bit of tweaking, figuring out how to use it, and because I was very paranoid again, double checking everything, because the last time I used it in Sampurna, my other GoPro DJI Pro Pocket 2 was gone, because I don't know, somehow the casing wasn't tight enough, so water went in, and the pocket was beyond repairable. So anyway, yeah, while I talk about that, my recent trip, let's try some food that, buns that I randomly bought at KLIA at KLIA before we left, before we flew back. So I've never tasted all of them. So, but I think Twiggy's, I've tried it before. Yeah. But yeah, so let's try this one, spicy tuna bun. This one is the expiry date for this one. I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, okay, it's still alright. Should be still okay. So anyway, yes. The trip was fun. The gang was the people who was fun. The group that I was with. I think I've traveled with one or two of them, of course. Fiza, which I went with to Sarawak recently, like last month, and then also Effa, of course, from Tourism Malaysia. I've tried also Zayas. Yeah, so we traveled together before some. Yeah, but Alec, first time, and also Azri from I think Fremi, and also another one from Dar es Salaam. So, but yeah, we had fun. We looked out for each other. Ngamlas kepala, it's like that kind of group. So it was a really small group. I think. Well, yeah, there were 9 of us. I think I'm used to like traveling with like over 10 people. So this is nice. So let's try this first. Not bad. Ooh. After a while, kerasahan padasnya. Wow, this is good though. Okay. So yeah, we started off flying from Brunei, of course. We flew at RB. It was on the 9th, and we took the 8:30 flight. Or was it 8:50? Something like that. Yeah. Weather was good. Yeah. Okay. I like this one. And then by the time we arrive, of course, it's about 12-ish. So we were in transit because we were going to take another flight to Kota Baru, but it was at like, it was about 4-ish or is it 5-ish. So we had time to kill, but the domestic side of the shops and the makan places isn't that great. So if you have a transit, you have to transit to a domestic flight. If you're traveling, arriving on the international terminal, so just stay there for a bit. I think there's a lot more options for food and shopping, I guess, and seating. So yeah, so we looked around. There were not many choices, so we had to settle with Burger King. But it was alright, yeah. So we just sat there for a couple of hours, and then we moved to Dunkin' Donuts and also while waiting for the because it's closer to our gate. So yeah, okay, let's try this one. Prawn sambal. Prawn sambal roll. I don't know. Is this expired? 17. What date is it today? Oh well. Yeah, this is not really. I'd avoid it. So yeah, after that we flew to Kota Baru. It's only like an hour. And then by the time we arrived, it was about 6-ish, and it was rainy. And then we went straight to our hotel, Renai Hotel. It's a big hotel. It's situated in a shopping mall, and then there's this big supermarket down there. So yeah, but the hotel was under a little bit of renovation, but yeah, but still we were warmly welcome and everything. And then we went for, as usual, our first hotel inspection. So we went around, checked a couple of rooms, see the pool, see the facilities and everything like that. Yeah, and then we just had dinner there. I think they served us some also budu and tempoyak, and that was good. The dinner was good. So it was late by then. By then it was too late, about 9-ish. So we just everybody just relax, go back to the hotel, to their room, because the next day we were leaving about 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock, but we had to wake up early for breakfast. I think breakfast was 6:30. So basically, you have to be packed already, and then get your luggage ready. Then you go breakfast first, and then probably you want to come out and use the toilet again. Then you check out. If you've been on fam trips, you know this, the trick to all this already. So yeah, it's tiring, guys. Fam trips are fun, but it is very tiring. It's a good workout. So you have to eat a lot when it's time to eat, because you're going to be walking thousands of steps a day and you'll be sweating if it's under the hot sun. So anyway, yeah. So from Kota Baru. Oh wait, let me see. What is this? Pizza. Puaz. Savory bun. Ayam lada hitam. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna run off food before I finish my dish. Anyway, yeah. Nah. Anyway, yeah. So it took slightly about nearly 2 hours, I guess, to reach Kuala Besut, where we were gonna take the boat to Perhentian. So we arrived at the Mimpi, what should I call it? Reception? Not really reception, but it's where you go and you kind of check in, fill in some forms. They'll give you the pass, because you have to pay to get into a national. Perhentian Islands is like, a national park, so you have to pay some fees to get in. But yeah, so, and Perhentian, Mimpi Perhentian resorts have their own boats. So so when all is ready, so we walk to the jetty, which is very close by, but we had a chance to explore the small town. Bought some stuff at 7-Eleven and everything like that, keropok and whatnot. But yeah, and then we took the boat to Pulau Perhentian Kecil. That's where Mimpi Resorts is, Mimpi Perhentian Resorts is. So yeah, it took about 30 to 45 minutes. The boat was very fast, so didn't feel mabok or anything. It was okay. It was really spicy, and I really don't like black pepper. So once we reached there, we were like welcome. Everybody was ready for us. I was like really just looking at the water at Perhentian was like wow. Suddenly I'm reminded of Sampurna. Yeah. So I think then once we checked in, I think we had lunch. Yeah, I think we had lunch after that. And then after lunch, what did we do? Man, I gotta check what we did. Kind of forgot. Okay, this is chocolate kacang hazel dengan kismis. Ooh, kismis I like. Yeah. So, what did we do on our first day at Perhentian? What's that in the chocolate? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I totally blanked out. I'm not sure what we did. Yeah, I remember. We went on a cruise. It was supposed to be a sunset cruise, but the sun wasn't so great. It was pretty cloudy, but we went to a couple of islands. Yeah, so we went to around pulau perhentian besar di other islands, and yeah, we went to a couple of snorkeling sites with nice corals and everything like that. So yeah, that was about it. The first day at Perhentian. Surprisingly, I'm liking this. I'll put it aside. Next one, roti cream caramel masin. But yeah, so on the second day, on the first night, it rained heavily, so we didn't get to go out. We were supposed to watch this fire show on the beach, but yeah, unlucky for us, it was raining heavily. So the next day, it was snorkeling day. We all got ready, our snorkeling stuff and everything like that. We went to a couple of spots, I think 4, was it 5? And then, I like it. Oh, man, I wish we had this here. Expires on the 19th. Okay, so good. Man, I should have had tea for this. But yeah, I swam. I managed to catch a shark. About swam behind a shark, probably about this size. Yeah, it was just probably about a couple of feet in front of me, maybe 6-7 feet away from me. I was like just following it with my phone. I was like really, like, whoa. I was like really, I don't know. Normally I was, I am scared of open water, and I think the only reason that I haven't taken scuba lessons is because I'm paranoid of sharks. That's it. Because of Jaws and everything like that. I'm paranoid, super paranoid. But I don't know why I was so excited when I saw the shark. I just want to catch up with it, and probably just want to touch it. But yeah, I was. But then again, recently I just saw this video. This guy was swimming in Perhentian. There was like some big sharks, and he was actually getting not attacked, but he was like trying to attack him in some ways. Yeah, that was like scary. I guess I was lucky, but yeah, I'll post the video soon. It was quite long. I think like it was a good more than a minute or so. I was following it, so it's like, but I was like, oh, don't turn around. But yeah. Yeah, so after that, by lunchtime we were back. We had lunch, and everybody was like super tired. So we had time to sleep, but somehow I was too tired to sleep. Butter sugar Hokkaido milk. This might be good. So yeah, I couldn't sleep, and then by 5-ish, I think it's time for hiking. The climb up wasn't that bad. I think Bohe Dulang was a little bit more challenging, but once you get up to the windmill, and then there's a path you need to go down so you can see more islands. That was nice. I think you can check that in my feed. And then we went down, and then we had dinner. We had the dinner at the pantai. There was some barbecue, and we saw pari, and then it was okay. You know, it was fresh, but it was small and it was late. So we only ordered that and then go back to the hotel, and it was a seafood night. So there was like barbecue, crab, prawns, and everything. The food at Mimpi Perhentian is excellent, guys. You know, you don't have to worry. I ordered off the menu, the pizzas and everything. They're good. I don't know. You know, I'm not saying that because they sponsored us, but they were genuinely good. So you don't have to worry about your food. I think check in there once your stay is always it comes with your meal, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I think you have the option for that. I mean, you probably can try it. I mean, there's a lot of restaurants, but on the beach side, there's a lot of cafes and everything. Yeah, you can. I guess you have that option also, but we never tried any of them except for one. Oh, this is good. So yeah, the next day we had to leave Perhentian already. Mimpi, pretty sad. So we went back to Sungai Besut, is it? Oh, something. Yeah. Went back there, and then we drove all the way to Kuala Terengganu. I think that took about 2 hours. But also on the way we stopped by the beach. We had the popular Celup seafood, like prawns, sotong, and everything like that. So we had like different types of set, like set polagamis, set menantu idaman, yeah, things like that. It was good. It was good. The sambal, the soup tulang was good. So beef soup, yeah, this is really good. I like this. Well, I'll probably finish this. Yeah. And then we went to Kuala Terengganu and we checked into Payabunga Hotel. They were expecting us also. So basically we just put our stuff in the room, and then we had to do hotel inspection again. So yeah, so we had to do hotel inspection. Went around, really nice big hotel. It's also, it's the same building as a shopping center. So just next door, there's like all the usual Subway, Zeus Coffee, and everything. Guardian was in the same building. So it's really convenient. So you should stay at Payabunga Hotel. And then after that, where did we go? Oh my god, I'm so bad. And then then we made our way to the bridge, the drawbridge, where we saw some performance, eat again. And then we stayed until it was almost sunset. Finally I get to visit that bridge. It's one of my checklists. And then after that we went home. We went to the hotel to rest a bit, and then went out to go to the newest mall in Kuala Terengganu. I think it's the Mayang Mall. Yeah. It's pretty new. So that's kind of like only 3/4 filled, maybe. there weren't so many big names there. I remember Adidas and I remember Coffee Bean and but yeah, no Uniqlo. Uniqlo is in the other one. So after that, yeah, so we kind of like had dinner there, just chill, and then went back. By 10 we were back at the hotel. Yeah, everyone is feeling very tired, of course, Oh, you've been waking up since 6:30, and then yeah, so and then we slept, but the next day we had to wake up. We had to leave the hotel by 7 because we were going to this nasi dagang place, this popular place, and it's very popular. And if you go very late, a bit late, the queue is going to be long. So nasi dagang atas tol, it's called. I just there's a video of it in my story, so you can check the highlight. So there's a lot of options. There's the nasi dagang, there's the nasi lemak, and there's the laksam and everything. There's a lot on the menu, and it was all good. It was all good, but it's crazy, guys. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're like having this really heavy breakfast already. So it was like, crazy. Well, it was so good. If you go to Kuala Terengganu, you must not miss it, but make sure to come very early, okay? They have fresh liquor and everything. They cook it there. Everything is freshly cooked, okay? But yeah. So, I'm gonna eat this because, I have it already. So, after that, we went to the NACC, I think. Yes, the batik place. It was a huge place. So we had an explanation, we had an explanation on how batik is done and the history of the place and everything. It's really amazing, guys. How they start from home, with only $1,000, and eventually they now own this huge place. Okay, maybe I'll put in the picture here. So yeah, so it was amazing. And then we went into the premium room where everything was like 4 digits above. So everything is like, unique. There's no two designs, and like there's like all the Kain Songket stuff and everything like that. Those were like in the 3,000 to 4,000 ranges and everything like that. So the baju, the tops that I like were like 1,600 RM and everything. So they were really nice. If I have to wear batik to work every day, I'd probably buy them, okay? But excuse me. See, it's leaking. I don't know why. I've been eating lots of meds and everything. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it was amazing. We spent quite a lot in Bali batik and everything like that. Let me show you. Look at this. Look at this. So they sell it. These are 2 meters, I think. I think it's like 28 RM. I can't remember. I think maybe it's around that shape. And there's like really nice colors. So for guys, you can make this into a shirt. So I think for girls, you need 2 for the top and the kain bit, I think. Sorry, the jual. Okay. Maybe next time I'll be a PS for batik. But yeah, I think there's a special price if you buy 10 of them. So yeah. They gave us this for free also, which is really nice. Nice color. See? I think I'll make this into a shirt. Maybe. Color muat. Should be, right? There's over there also give this free scrunchie. Yum. Ooh. So anyway, after that we went to Pasar Payang. I think it's like it's their version of tamu kenge, but it's like damn huge, like 10 kali ganda or even bigger. So the usual, there's like the dry food area, there's the fresh fruits area, and then there's like people do making fresh liquor, and they have like so much samplers, and I was just like trying everything. I'm not a fan of liquor, so I just okay, just but the dips or the chacha nyaman, so I like that. But yeah, so we were there for about a couple of hours, and one like 2-3 hours, and then after that we had the boat cruise. So yeah, but it was bombak lah, it was a bit pretty windy, so the water wasn't that stable and everything. So but we managed to cross under the bridge. And then something happened, the canvas kind of flew off, unfortunately. So kasian, and it's their first ever experience, so they were like, they were feeling really sorry about that, but it's okay. And then on the boat itself, they even serve food, and there was like apa what they were saying is, no, was like oh my god, I forgot what's it called, shell out. So but there was like you have to pour it on the table and everything like that, and trying to eat it while the boat is, that was a bad idea. I had it, I think by the time I got to land, I was like feeling a bit punning. So but the rest ate when we reached the land, so that was like proper sitting, clever of them. But yeah, after that, we went to the shopping, another mall. This is like the most popular mall, KTCC mall. So that's where you find your Adidas, your Family Mart, your Chagi, Four Fingers, and Uniqlo, and everything. I don't think there's H&M in Terengganu. But yeah, so apparently that's the best, most popular. There was a lot of people, but then again, we were there on a Friday, was it? Oh yeah, I managed to also perform Friday prayers at the White Mosque. But yeah, anyway, so we had, what did we have? Yeah, we had Four Fingers again. Then we just chill there. But yeah, that mall is very nice. I mean, in Terengganu, their off days is Thursday and Saturday, Friday. So people work on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, it's kind of like Saudi actually. Yeah. So after that, the next day, we had to wake up early, like, we have to leave by 7:30 to the airport and to fly to KL. And then, fly to KL, 1 hour flight, and then after we arrived, we had lunch. Yeah, I think we had lunch. Where did we have lunch? I forgot. But yeah, so and then we went to the biggest wholesale place in Malaysia, in Klang, in G Klang. Yeah. So yeah, it was so huge. We only toured probably like 5% of it. So you want to buy like wedding stuff, that's the place to go. It's in Klang. And then after that, it was an hour drive to KL. We checked in finally to Wyndham Suites, KLCC. You all should be staying there. Really, it's really a nice place. I love it. I wish we were spending like at least 2-3 nights there. Strategic location and everything like that. So, and then we had a tour of the of the place. It was amazing. It was like wind sports. It's like kind of like a jungle gym for kids. It's like so huge, and then like it even went like on top of you and things like that. It was where the infinity pools were, so you can swim and look at the KL Tower, I think, and half of the Petronas Tower, and then we also went to the only snow room in KL, I guess, in Malaysia. So it was on the 48th floor. So there was like snowing. Apparently, it snows, the whole day, and there's like the machine and everything like that. And it was pretty cold. I think it was like about 10 degrees inside there. It was just nice in t-shirts and shorts. I think I was okay. But yeah, there were like, kind of like real snow-ish, ice. They have other rooms, like they have this bubble room. It was nice, like a pit ball of white balls and everything like that, and white balloons up there. Picture here, maybe. So yeah, and then that was it, and then we went for some more room inspection and everything like that, and then finally, I think by 5 we were free, and everybody just decided to go to KLCC. So we had dinner at Ben's, and then just shop. I wish I should have gone to TRX actually, but yeah, because I've always avoided KLCC. I think for the past 5 years I've been to KL. I've never even once go, even Pavilion. I think sometimes I don't want to go, but if I happen to stay next to it, I would. But yeah, so yeah. But then again, I'm gonna be in KL again this weekend for Baby Monster. I can't believe it. I'm gonna be just one night though, flying in Saturday and off on Sunday. Didn't want to stay long, so because I don't want to be spending so much money, I need to be saving also. Anyway, yeah. So that was it. And then the next day we flew back the 12 o'clock flight because we couldn't get. There was no evening flight. So yeah, arrived back home by 5. I was so tired, but it wasn't so, I went out again. But yeah, that was it. Amazing. It was amazing. It was first time in Terengganu in Kelantan, and I really want to come back to maybe Perhentian again, maybe try some of the hotels there. I mean, if you check out the Marriott at Perhentian, that's like, wow, They have quite a number of all-inclusive hotels, so you just Google it up. Probably want to try it out. But yeah, basically there's not, the most activity you can do there is probably snorkeling. And if you are a diver, of course, apparently, that's one of the best spots to go diving. But yeah, that's it, I guess. So until next time, see ya.